Keith, here we go, straight back into things with a quick turnaround. Kilmarnock up next, how are you feeling?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have the quick turnaround. Obviously a disappointing result, but we've got another chance now to get straight back out there, and looking forward to the game.
I know there was certainly a lot of positives we could take in the aftermath of that defeat despite the result. Now that the dust has settled a wee bit, how are you reflecting on another night, lads?
Exactly that, a lot of positives. We felt in general the performance, the energy, the desire, the play within it. We felt as if there was a lot of positives to take. And that's what we need to do now. We need to take those positives and start turning that into results. But the performance, we felt, as I said, we've analysed it obviously as we always do, and there was so much good in it. Ultimately, in cup football, it's all about the result. We never quite got that on the night, but certainly aspects of it were very pleasing, and it's up to us to use that now. In these games, and that's what we aim to do against Kilmarnock on Saturday.
And I see all the preparation you and all the staff put into the games, and what are you expecting from Kilmarnock on Saturday, lads?
Tough game. I was down at the game last weekend against Celtic. Seen them a couple of times, and Killie, I think the job Steve Clarke's done is tremendous. I think they'll be top of the form league for the calendar year. I think I've seen a stat, so I think it just shows you the place they're at. But in saying that, we feel as if we can compete with anybody, home or away, in this division when we are at it, if you like. So we felt we were at it for a long period against Hearts, and it's up to us to take that now into the Kilmarnock game. And the performance is the thing that we can control, but ultimately it is the results that we're looking for. So if we can get that type of performance again, then we feel as if we'll win more games than we lose.
And has that been the general message to the boys then? Because of course you'll feel the natural deflation of getting knocked out, but there's certainly so much that we can build on.
Yeah, I think so, and I think they feel that. I think you can sense that the players feel they weren't far away from going to a tough place against a tough Hearts team, who I think are going to go on to have a good season. But we were right there, and for a little break here or there, could have went to Tynecastle and won that match. So I think the players feel that. They feel there was good there in that performance, and they can go into the game with confidence from the performance in a funny way, although the result wasn't there. So we've got to use that and take that forward now. But as I said to you before, it's about winning games of football, and that's what we're going to try and do on Saturday.
We know all about the injury list and how it's been something we've having to juggle and battle for the past few weeks. How are the boys looking that have been out, lads?
Yeah, I mean, it's still obviously a couple of longer term runs with Craig Tanner and Giles Dunn, who's kind of slowly getting there. He's out on the grass now with the boys, so it's good to see him out there. He's been a big miss for us. But like Sir Peter Hartley, Andy Rose are very close. They'll probably be a late call to be involved in the match. But so there is a few niggles in the camp. It was great to see Mano come back the other night as well. He's been carrying a little thing. So that as with a lot of the teams, I'm sure they would say there has been a few niggles going through the game. But hopefully we're just starting to get guys fully fit and fully there, and if we do that, we feel as if, as I said, we can compete with anybody on our day in this division.
And you mentioned about Kilmarnock, of course they've carried on that sort of form that they built up last season, haven't they? But particularly with everything we did last season, it's two teams that certainly can go right up against each other and make for an interesting game, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's what this league's like. I think every week you could probably make a case for that. Two teams going up against each other, very evenly matched, and I think that is what the division is, and that adds to the excitement of it, I think. It's a difficult game. It's away from home, but again, it's our performance. If we can control that performance and put a similar one in to we did on Wednesday night, we feel as if we'll certainly give ourselves a good chance of winning the game.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers.